What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. I'm Mark with The Better Mark, and let's get it going, guys. We're going to keep the ball rolling. Great day yesterday at the book where we were able to cash a lot of tickets, but this is one where, guys, we're going to get into today's slate, a little bigger than yesterday's three-game slate. I'm going to give you guys my best bets as well as a couple leans I have and some player props along the way as part of my commentary. So I'm going to be throwing a lot of stuff at you guys. Make sure you guys all stick around to the end of this video, and please, please, please smash that like button and subscribe here on YouTube as well as X. All right, Twitter, whatever you want to call it. My handle is in the bottom left of your screen. We're going to be running a March Madness giveaway come the start of March. So make sure you guys are all in the fold so you get notifications on all these platforms so that you are always in the loop and don't miss out, okay? But let's get recapping into yesterday's three-game slate where we were able to take it home, right? We got the brooms out. I know I didn't really have a lot going on, but we took the Celtics, a lot of favorites, a lot of Celtics money came in against the Knicks. We took that on, able to cover with ease, okay, as well as what we did with the game out west. Minnesota Timberwolves, like them in a get right spot after losing that tough loss we had the night before. And this is one where it was close, but it got out of control late, and Minnesota was able to cover with ease late in the fourth quarter. And then I didn't really have an official play for that Magic game, but I did tell you guys I had a strong lean towards the under, and 62 points in the first quarter. So I was a little sweating that one, but we were able to cash that as well with the under in the Magic Detroit Pistons game. And for those of you that were on the Magic money lines, congratulations, but the spread, they kind of let Detroit backdoor their way in. Cade Cunningham, great fourth quarter, a huge stat line as well. But that's something where wanted to recap yesterday's plays. We're going to keep it going. We're going to keep the ball moving on today's card. This is one where Sundays, they do a lot of afternoon games, so forgive me, the picks are coming out a little late. Let me know down below in the comments, when you guys want your plays, when do you want me to do these the videos and analysis? Do you want me to get it out a little earlier the night before? What is the optimal time? Let me know down below in the comments. I'm going to put a poll up actually too on the YouTube main page as well. So go over there and vote if you don't mind. But let's get into today's card. All right, this is one where we're going to look into what we see. I'm going to break down the games real quickly. All right. And I'll give you guys my official plays towards the end of the video, so make sure you guys all stick around. Milwaukee at Philadelphia, that will be one of my official plays. Actually, not really a play, but more of a lean, but we are going to share that with you guys as kind of a bonus pick, if you will. Lakers, Phoenix, I'm not in the business of taking this game. Phoenix, I don't really know what team they're going to be the second half. I'm kind of losing some morale with their prospects for the NBA postseason. This is one where the Lakers, this is really a toss-up in any direction. Dallas, Indiana, this is one where it's going to be an official play on my card. Cleveland, Washington, same thing. We are going back to the well in this game. That's going to have a full analysis. A lot of player props in this game I like as well. Orlando, Atlanta, back-to-back for Orlando. And I think this is one, guys, where you look at Atlanta, this would probably be a lean towards Atlanta just solely on the fact that Atlanta is fresh, and this is right out of the All-Star break. They kept Dejounte Murray. Magic have been playing well, though. They have been playing well. It's really impressive, though, not covering Detroit last night, but it's really impressive to look at the Magic. I think there's something crazy like 34-17 or 33-18 against the spread, despite having basically a 500 record overall. So one of the best cover teams in the association on the course of the NBA season. No play in Chicago, New Orleans. These are two really even teams, guys. Chicago can win on any given night. Same thing for New Orleans. Jekyll and Hyde, they can win by 20, lose by 20. So probably would be a lean towards the Pelicans in this contest. It's a little small number. That's why I would lean towards that direction, but no official play on that game, okay? Denver, Golden State, that's going to be an official play. So I'm going to hold off on that one. Oklahoma City, Houston, not going to play it. Do kind of shade towards the over 234 in this. But it's something where we look into Oklahoma City. This is kind of a travel game, a road game. Will they be sleepwalking on the road? But they are clearly the number one team in the West for a lot of people out there. Shea Gilgeous, SGA, MVP candidate, very strong candidacy that he has in that futures bet. So for those of you that are back in SGA, congrats. It'll be a fun close to the end of the year, especially with the Embiid injury. That's really caused some money to shift in that market. And then we're going to do San Antonio, Utah. I'm not going to play Utah. 3 games. That's something where we look into this game, and yes, Utah is a flashy play. San Antonio seems to be one of those teams that just not going to have enough steam in the second half of the season. Look at the over-under, though, guys, 240. This is going to be a huge point-scoring game that we look on the card. And that's kind of the common trend on Sunday's games. We're seeing a lot of high totals, but one, I'm not going to get into the business of backing San Antonio and Utah. Charlotte, Portland, same thing. I don't have any lean or any edge in picking each of the side or total. Low total in this one, 213.5, as well as basically a -2.5 home home points for the Portland Trailblazers. Okay, Sacramento Clippers, same thing, a lot of points. We know how Sacramento can get up and down the court. Clippers have kind of come out a little sluggish to start the second half of the NBA season. This is one where where's the health within Kawhi Leonard? That is yet to be determined. So we're going to get into tonight's plays, though. I just wanted to recap the total board, give you guys my initial takes. But let's get into that first game within Dallas and Indianapolis. We look at the Pacers. Halliburton's minutes restriction is off in running. He had an outstanding all-star campaign. A lot of people thought he would have been the hometown MVP. Didn't get it done. But these are two teams basically even against the spread. We look at some of these betting trends across the board. I really like the Mavs, 16-9 on the road. That jumps off the board. When the spread is -2.5 to +1, though, in a road favorite, the Mavericks are 84%, 85%. They're absolutely rolling. Okay, Luka leading the NBA in points. This is one where I look at the Mavericks. We're going to be locking in the -1.5 for the Dallas Mavericks, and it's something where, guys, shop around for that juice, for that vig, because I am not ashamed or scared to just take Dallas money line. I don't need Dallas winning by one, by a free throw late in the game. Just take the Dallas money line. I'm sure you can find it there for a respectable price to avoid getting off that one number, okay? But for a lot of people out there are people backing Indianapolis, okay? That's one where, that's okay. That's something where people are betting on regression for Dallas, and that's something where I don't see it, okay? This is something where you look into this game. This is where what we've seen from the Mavericks taking down a lot of teams is a lot of mismatches, right? They're on a 7-game win streak, okay? And it seems like Indianapolis is just going to be that scrappy team that plays anybody on any given day. But we need to understand something. Both of these teams can score a crap ton of points, lack thereof defense. But I do think Dallas gets it done on the road. It's just where I'm at in this spot. I know it's a little chalky, but Dallas on a 7-game win streak, never bet against a streak to end. So that's where I'm laying the Dallas Mavericks. And it's important to understand, too, that within this Dallas game, the total is at 253.5. So highest total on the board, I believe. That is just my initial reaction would be to get onto the over in this contest. But 253.5 is too high of a number for my liking. So I'm going to pass on that. But that was my initial read on this game. So Dallas, money line, lock it in. Okay. Next play, we're going to get into Cleveland. We're going to go back to the well. Cleveland -11 at Washington. Okay. This is one where Donovan Mitchell, guys, he's going to play. He's back. Everybody can relax. All right, all you Cavs fans out there, let's get back into the swing of things. All right, trying to end this sweep, guys. 3 for 4, 3 out of their last 4. We're on a losing streak, but this is one where we look at the Cavaliers looking to get right on the road. This is going to be a business trip. Washington seemingly waving that white flag, and it's one where the Washington Wizards play absolutely zero defense. Okay, the Cavs will be on a mission. Nobody can guard Jared Allen on the Washington Wizards roster. Simply put, guys, the last 3 outings against Cleveland, Washington has put up a 90, 101, and 106-point effort. It's something where we look into Cleveland -11. Inferring that logic, can Cleveland score 117 points? I believe they get it done with Donovan Mitchell back. He's going to be firing up, guys. I can tell you he's a competitor at the highest regard and the highest standard. And watching his squad, because he hasn't been able to come on the floor, he's going to come out firing and shooting and filling it up. And he's also passing the ball, I think, a lot more this year than in previous seasons. Despite even having those high scoring efforts, there is a lot of passing of the basketball where we're seeing him sharing the rock with those PRA metrics going up as well. Okay, but this is where we look at the Cavs. They basically averaged 128 against the Wizards in these 4 contests as well. So that's what we need. We need a 11-point victory. So do the Cavs have a 117-point effort in the tank? I believe they do. I believe they get it done on the road, looking to get right. I love this spot. I know it's a big number. I know you guys are, probably a little leery, saying, "Oh my God, is Donovan going to come back at full strength?" I love it. I love all the props involved. I love Jared Allen over points, rebounds. Also take Donovan Mitchell. He's going to be jacking it up, man, over his 3 points. He's definitely going to have 3 3-pointers, I believe, as well. Just really, truly love the Cavaliers in this spot, and that's what we're going to leave it with. So taking the Cavs, -11, lock it in, and I'm going to be looking at some of the prop markets as well in this game, okay? And then we're going to get into Denver at Golden State, okay? We've seen this contest time and time again. One of my favorite matchups within the association. Jamal Murray. This is one where we're going to have a lot of injuries in question. Okay, Jamal Murray, will he play? Make sure you guys check before locking anything in, before tip-off. Obviously, the number will shift with or without Murray. There's going to be a little bit of movement in this contest. But I'm going to get it done with the Warriors. I think this is a true contender in the second half. Since Draymond Green has come back from injury, this is a team that's utilizing Klay Thompson off the bench. Kuminga is coming on strong. I really like Golden State in this spot. It's one where they haven't been able to beat Denver in this season series, but they have covered in all of those games. So Golden State has a 3-0 cover mark. You can see there at the bottom of your screen, 100% against the Denver Nuggets, okay? And as a home underdog, 66%. There's a lot of betting trends that back this up. 66% as a underdog or pick. And, albeit Denver's great record and their great ability to, try to contend for an NBA Finals championship, this is one where they're not a good cover team. They simply are not a good cover team. 24-31-2 on the road, 11-18-1. That once they get off of Mile High and they get out on the road, I know it's a short trip to the Bay Area, but this is one where Denver is definitely a different team on the road. And I'm going to lock in Golden State +1 just on the sole ability with the inactive coming about, where if Jamal Murray is ruled out, this number will move, and I get a huge value, closing line value with Golden State +1. So that's what we're going to have in that contest. And kind of a bonus game I want to throw at you guys is Milwaukee at the Philadelphia 76ers. This is one where we've seen Milwaukee come on kind of strong, guys. I know they've played a lot, but so do the 76ers. And the 76ers without Joel Embiid is eventually going to crack. It's going to happen. This is one where I see this total moving. And you look into what it's actually at right now. We're looking at the 76ers taking up a little bit, getting up from an opening line of +4.5. Now it's 76ers +5. So the money's a little bit more so on the 76ers, but I think this is one where it has a little bit of sneaky blowout potential. Milwaukee coming on the road, getting it done. It's not an official play yet, but I wanted to give you guys a little indication that I might be looking at this. I'm going to wait to see how the money moves a little bit more. Philadelphia winning twice in Cleveland over their last 4. Didn't have Mitchell in those contests, but this is one where you look at Philadelphia's last 6 games, and really their trend without Joel Embiid. It's something where they haven't really got it done. They lost to the Knicks without Julius Randle, okay, at home. Washington, barely beating Washington. I really think that Milwaukee could take this as a business trip again, and they're really starting to get in the mood of playing playoff basketball, okay? I think Doc Rivers, had his time to get that chemistry rolling, and I think this is one where Milwaukee, coming off a win on the 23rd a couple days ago at Minnesota, is going to continue this road trek and really, I think, maybe try to dot the I. I think this is one where I'm not really in love with it, but if I had to give you guys an indication, one, I'm strongly leaning towards Milwaukee with a little bit of sneaky blowout potential, okay? So that's what I got for you guys in today's plays. I wanted to break down the whole board and give you guys my best bets analysis. So I hope you guys all do well. Good luck today with all your bets and plays. Remember to subscribe down below. Never miss a beat. We have a video every single day covering all sports here on the channel. But I thank you guys for being part of the team. Remember to subscribe on your way out and smash that like button, and we'll see you guys all in the next video. Go cash some tickets.